value of being able to analyze the information rather than collect it and put it in a format is the whole work smarter, not harder theme. Dale Kukielka. I am Senior Business Analyst at Upsher-Smith Laboratories. Now our accountants, our finance people get to do the type of work that they've wanted to do all along. Well, Upsher-Smith is in a fast-moving industry. The pharmaceutical industry is changing almost daily. And because of that, we have to constantly be mining data and providing reports and analysis from SAP, our ERP system. Although ECC 6.0 has great features and great reports, it's hard for us sometimes to get those reports in the format that we want as quickly as we want. Downloading reports from SAP works, but there's a lot of editing and a lot of changes we have to do to get them to look the way the users need them. So we've always had this dream of being able to pull the information out and just massage it and make it the way we want it as quickly as possible. And when we heard about Excel for Apps, we thought, well, let's look into this, because this is what we've talked about, what we've needed in the past. And we tried it, and it was exactly what I've thought about for the last 20 or so years, actually. And we pushed it out to our users, and it's been working great for us. The value of real-time information is probably something you don't realize until after you have it, and then you start wondering how you lived without it. We no longer have to wait overnight for our data warehouse to be updated. Instead, especially for plan, we make changes to our plan in the middle of the day and can update our reports immediately to see what the impact's going to be. So that's where we've really seen the value of real-time information, is updating our plan. It makes our whole process a lot faster. We connected it to our production system, and we made real reports, and we were able to analyze that data in Excel. After we pulled it out, we could format the Excel reports any way that we wanted to. It was really like a dream come true almost. In the past, we'd have to run several reports out of SAP, download them, link them together, use complicated formulas to make the information look the way we wanted to. And with this, we were able to just pull it out in one step, refresh it as much as we needed to. It was real time with our real data. So we were creating these things during the implementation period on our live system. And for me, I use Excel every day, and I create some pretty complicated formulas. So when I saw that first get a formula in the cell, I started experimenting, changing data, swapping years and GL versions in and out to see what would happen. So for me, it went very quickly. Well, our major reports that we use Excel for Apps for is our cost center reporting. So we create a monthly, or actually a daily now, because the information is real time, a daily cost center spend report. With that, we can compare it to our plan and our forecast versions in SAP. We forecast quarterly, and during the forecast we've had to wait for the information to get updated nightly to pull it out of our data warehouse. But with Excel for Apps now, we are constantly checking our cost center forecast information on a minute-by-minute basis as soon as we make the changes. So we spend now, instead of 8 hours preparing that report and maybe another day reviewing it and making sure the information looks right and is presentable, we now spend 15 minutes updating the report, and then maybe 4 hours of the day reviewing it and really doing what finance people should be doing, evaluating the numbers, knowing what they mean. Well, our monthly reconciliation process used to require a lot of manual effort, and using Excel for Apps, we can take those manual steps out. Now we can create one schedule that retrieves the information from SAP and everyone uses that same format. So it's easier for us now to evaluate our reconciliations and audit our reconciliations. Well, in order to get the explanations that we need for the business, we need to know where those numbers came from and how they resulted. We also use that drill down to make sure that we have our complete information, that everything was entered into our system correctly, and that everything is flowing the way it's supposed to be. What Excel for Apps has brought to Upsher-Smith now is the ability to have real-time data in a reporting tool and an analysis tool that our finance organization knows how to use and wants to use. And it is a tool that was easy to implement and well supported.